we went back and forth in this yesterday, Kevin, about with the roster moves that the Jays are going to have to make in the future, with Casey Janssen coming back at some point and Adam Lind coming back at some point. It seemed as if players like Ryan Goins, Jonathan Diaz, maybe even Moises Sierra, although we know there's an issue with him with options. Juan Francisco, that there may be some question about their status with this team. I want to ask you about why off days will always get you, but just before that, your initial thoughts about Ryan Goins going down. I mean, he wasn't, he was hitting like $180, $190.
150, I think. 150,
close.
Yeah, I think it's a good move. I think we're getting into May almost here, and it's time. You have that first month of that. It's kind of a feel thing. Your manager's trying to feel on what certain players can do, how good they do it, how well they're hitting and fielding. Obviously, his fielding is not an issue, but I think it's more of the back end of that of their offense. I think through that 7, 8, and 9. You have to get a little bit more production. I mean, your first two guys, when Milky was hitting leadoff, he has like 5 home runs with eight RBIs. That's just not really going to do it. So I think he's trying, meaning Gibby, I think he's just trying to get some more production towards the end of that lineup, and he needs veteran presence, which means a guy that does not have to play every day, that can give you quality at bats and come in and can play defense. And it's somebody they know.
Kevin, what message, though, are they sending? Look, we heard all year, we're not going to, in the offseason, we're not interested in Stephen Drew. We think Ryan Goins made enough strides with his swing in the final month of the season. We know he can give us good defense. We're happy with him. We really don't need anybody else. We've got other issues. We can get by with Ryan Goins. Now, Kevin, in defense of the Blue Jays, it was always said that we don't expect the guy to hit a ton, but we do need something out of him. You don't want it to be a total, a total sort of black hole offensively, which Ryan Goins was. But what message are you sending? Because you've basically been telling your fans that we don't need a guy like Stephen Drew because we have this guy. And now all of a sudden, a month in, you're going, guess what? The guy that we thought was going to be our everyday second baseman. Well, he's now in Buffalo.
Well, I think it sends a message that you're changing the thought process of your team, which means I'm sure in spring training they never thought their pitching staff would be, their starting pitching would be the way it is now. And the way their offense is, they're going to have to score lots of runs.
Yeah, exactly. You're going to need a couple of extra runs a game probably.
Yeah, you're talking scoring 5, 6, 7 runs a game here to win games. So they're sending a message that means if you're not hitting, we're going to find somebody else that is hitting. Defense is great, and it obviously is a big deal to keep people from scoring. But right now, they need people that can swing the bat and that can come off that bench and not have to play 2 and 3 days and come off and give you quality at bats and not miss a beat. So I think it shows that they're wanting to win. And they're wanting to win now, and it's almost May. We've made this we've made this point earlier that wins too early. Well, I think they've made it for us.
Chris Getz, of course, is known to John Gibbons and Kevin Seitzer. He was with the Kansas City Royals when both John and Kevin were with the organization. I'm just taking a look at his numbers here in Buffalo. In 18 games, 76 plate appearances, he was hitting .309, 382 on base percentage, 9 RBI, 11 strikeouts.
I'm sure that's why
walks.
They picked him up. Was insurance.
They need
insurance.
Yeah, and they need. I think Kevin's right. At this point, you've gone. If you're the Blue Jays, you've probably gone a little more towards trying to maximize some of your offense right now.